All right, here we go. We have Dennis Orcollo, Chris Melling. We are joining this already in progress.
Yeah, it's just 1-0. This is Mike D and Kevin Ross.
Yeah, you can catch the first game at the tail end of the previous match, which was Josh Roberts versus Tyler Steyer. If you wanted to see the first game, it's at the tail end of that match.
Good call, good call. And if you're watching this on Bad Boys TV, you should also check out Railbirds on YouTube. They've got the same kind of format, a bunch of Derby City Classic 2019 videos up.
Yep, I am Kevin Ross with Mike D, Mr. Michael Deichman.
Yes, yes, yes. Now what's he going to do with the 7?
Play the combo,
Okay,
looks like.
the combo, all right.
Well, he's landed pretty good on it.
Yeah, I hope this isn't a natural hook situation where the cue ball ends up here and the 7 ends up here. We'll see what happens.
Or end up where the 7 doesn't go.
Yeah.
Oh, he got down real fast. It must go. Because it sure looked like he cheated the pocket to the max. He had half a pocket.
He cheated that pocket big time. My gosh. And the object ball didn't vibrate a bit. I mean, it still went in smooth as silk, but it didn't look like it could have been any closer to that.
All right, Dennis, 2-0 in this race to 9.
Dennis has been real successful at getting that one ball here. We'll see how this turns out. You guys are fine. You do what you need to do, Kevin. You're all right, buddy. Go do your thing. It's all right. Thanks for sitting in. I can do this on my own or with somebody. It doesn't matter. All right. So he's going to do the cut break from the outside of the break box. We really want to watch that one ball. Is it here? Is it here? Is it in the pocket? And does it stop here? Okay. All righty. Boy, he has got a nice out here. This is a strong break right here. Seriously, I don't even know. Nice. Yeah, and he's got to just come over a bit for the 5. And then he'll pop that 5 in and bring the cue ball back. He's looking good.
Nah.
Sherry Ross says no. There we go. Yeah, he's making short work of these racks. This guy plays good. We got Sherry Ross going to jump in on the mic.
Hey, I have not preppered for this.
Okay,
so
perfect. Well, me neither.
I haven't looked to see who's done what yet. I know Dennis is still undefeated. Pretty sure, let's see, Dennis, Chris Melling, Sky Woodward.
Okay,
undefeated.
Okay. Undefeated, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
This is going to be an interesting end of the tournament and all round and the whole deal.
Yeah, and I think Chris was still undefeated going in to the last round, so these two might still be undefeated. I'm refreshing my. Yep, Chris Melling, Dennis Orcollo, no losses. Danny Olson and James Aranis, no losses. Nels.
Fine things? How do you say his last
name?
Sure. Fine? Okay.
Fine. This can't be right. I did refresh it, right? What time was this last updated? 3:22 p.m.
Okay, and where are we at now? 3:23, so hey.
Yeah, so Lee Van Cortez is also undefeated going into.
All right, so Chris, just a sec, I got to see this. So Chris is checking the rack. Again, we want to see one ball here, or in the pocket. And so far, that one ball's been stopping here and cue ball's here. This has been a different break than he has been doing. He was leaving the one ball here. So let's see where we end up. The one ball has never been going in the side pocket, unlike every other player here at this tournament. So there's the one ball coming back up where this mark where I made. He really wanted that cue ball here. So
Yeah, and he definitely got the 3-ball rule there because I think almost all the balls went down there.
yeah, he has been consistently getting the one ball here after a complaint from Chris Melling, from his previous player.
It was Omar.
But since he changed his break, he's been having trouble with getting his cue ball locked down here.
Yeah.
And he got a little bit out of jail this time, and then once so far he's gotten here for the perfect out. I don't know if he's a guy that can jump with his cue, but because of that side pocket, going one rail into the one is tough. He's got to push pretty much. But you don't got to like the push at this level.
What if you, I was trying to see if you could push the 2 in front and take out the bank for the side, but I don't think you can get the cue ball down far enough to where he would want to be banking it in the side.
Right. I wonder if he could slow roll the 2 ball to here.
And just tie it up.
Just tie it up. Yeah, leave it tough.
Yeah.
And leave him this kind of a shot on the 1, Hard to know when we're not down there.
Yeah, and you got to look at too. Where's not only if I'm not leaving him a shot, but where's he going to play me safe if I shoot and put him over here?
Oh, right. Oh, seriously. Yeah. What is his counter going to be? And am I going to be sorry I started this whole thing?
Yeah, because both of these guys are world champions.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Yeah. No, we got a guy in Portland, Oregon named Bob Zach, and every time I start a safety battle with him, I think, am I starting a safety battle with Bob Zach? Is that the best move now?
Is that the smartest thing to do?
Maybe I should 3-rail this in instead, because this guy moves better than me.
Yeah, he does. Bob does move really well. He's been playing a long time, plays most of the disciplines really well.
He's a smart player, too. He makes good choices.
Mm-hmm.
He's patient. Yeah. All right, so here comes Chris. I think he can definitely see the 1.
Yeah, he's shooting at the edge of it. He's probably going to bank the 1 across and try to get the cue ball back under, maybe even have it go a couple of rails. Oh, he can shoot it straight in. Well, if you can do that.
That really changes things, doesn't it?
If you can get to shoot it straight in,
make it straight in, yeah. It simplifies things.
Or just do that, but, now he's hooked.
Yeah, he is.
He could kick the 2 in, 1 rail.
Yeah.
And that's a simple, it's the distance where this contact point is to the edge of the rail.
Yes.
Then
so
you
this
measure
far to that far.
Yeah, and then you take it.
This far to that far.
Yep. And it's where I don't know if you've ever drawn the other line in. It's where that line comes in. Yeah.
Yes.
And not shooting directly at that point on the rail. You have to. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that part of it.
I missed the important line, didn't I?
Yeah.
The most important
it's
line.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right though. Yeah. No, I was trying to illustrate. No, well said, Sherry.
Yeah. And it's where it would come through the rail into that point. Most people try to shoot at that point down on the rail.
Right.
And they go, well, why didn't it work for me? Well, because you're using the wrong contact. And people tell them half the information.
You're aiming for the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Yeah. You're halfway there.
No, I agree. Well said. All right, so I'm not sure. He doesn't want to leave himself shape with the 4 and the 6 combo. So, that was a great stroke shot to come up like that.
No, he's got to shoot the 3.
Oh, the 3, that's right.
Yeah. And he's come up short on that, or too far if he was looking at maybe cross-banking it. Yeah. He can still bank it cross-side. But now, you got to throw it. You got to throw it some to get the cue ball out of the way. You got to hit it straight with a little bit of throw. He might just play safe here. What do you think about 2-railing it to the end rail?
Yeah,
maybe the cue
here,
ball.
You mean?
Yeah, and then the cue ball should.
Like that.
Yeah, the cue ball could even come up in behind the 4.
I think if it's me, honestly, but this is my skill level versus him, I'm going at this angle because I think I can do that the most consistently, and I'm getting the cue ball like that because, again, I think I can do that the most consistently. Yeah. If I aim for this gap, I might hit one of these balls and screw the whole thing up. You know what I mean? Where I know I can really thin cut that, and it's going to come here. And then because it's thin, the cue ball's going to go there. But Dennis is a different animal. You know what I mean? What he feels like he can do. What do you like?
Oh, yeah. This guy, he's got a whole nother gear that so many people don't even have.
Right. I feel like he's been looking at the crossbank a little bit, which wouldn't even occur to me. And I feel like I've seen him at least flirt with the idea of crossbanking that.
And he's one of those guys. He'll look at everything and look at everything and look at everything. And you think he's going to shoot, and then he gets back up off of it. because he wants to know for certain that his cue ball and his object ball are going exactly where he wants it to. And if he doesn't think it's, 90-some%, he's going to say, okay, well, what else can I do?
Yeah.
You'll never see him rush to do anything.
One thing I've noticed as I've gotten better and especially spent more time with pros, oh boy.
That's short.
See, that would have been one of the things I was afraid of is they don't like to pull the trigger until they're completely comfortable, and the lower you go on the scale of skill level, the more people are willing to pull the trigger when they know nothing good is about to happen.
Yeah,
but they don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do, and they're like, I'll try it, and then it doesn't work, and they're like, yeah, I knew that wasn't going to work. I mean, I definitely knew that wasn't going to work.
And then the tendency is to hit it 100 miles an hour, too.
Dude.
When you're stuck in a bad spot, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And these guys here, I mean, when everything is controlled. That was nice to miss that double kiss there. Is he going to roll behind the 4?
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah, he's let Dennis see this ball. Chris isn't happy about that.
I still like, I guess I'm saying wow because it was hard to avoid the double kiss on that shot. He so smoothly got that 7 to roll back, and he got so much distance between the cue ball and the 7 and the cues on the rail. So even though he's not technically hooked, that shot was not that was not hard.
Chris has such a beautiful long fluid stroke too.
Right.
I love to watch him play pool.
Yep.
There was something I needed to look at, and I don't remember what it was now. It don't matter then, apparently.
I think he's banking the 3 back down and putting the cue ball here. We'll see.
Yeah, use the 9-4 as blockers. Put the 3 ball down on the end rail.
Yeah.
Cue ball up to between. Oh, he's going the other way, trying to use that 7 as a blocker.
Yeah, he's trying to get hereish. That's pretty strong.
That's okay. Just kick it in, Chris.
Look at Chris Melling. I like that when they appreciate each other's shots. We want as much of that as possible in this world. I really believe that. We are changing the culture of billiards slowly. I've seen it change since I was a kid, dramatically. No longer celebrating tricking people out of their money.
Yeah, no.
And we're appreciating each other's shots and beautiful pool and
that people are going to cheer for my opponent and
Yes. Yep.
There was a couple of times years ago, that person was at a pool tournament, and it was one of the top old school pros playing.
Yeah.
And people were cheering for his opponent. And, oh my, literally about lost his mind that everybody wasn't cheering for him.
Right.
And I've seen that just like completely disappear in the pool world.
Yes.
And that's really nice.
Yep.
Appreciate good pool.
Yep.
Regardless of who's giving it to you.
I had some matches since I've been here that, you're kind of reading your opponent in the first couple minutes of playing, and they would do something good, and I would wrap my knuckles on the desk or whatever to say good job, and you could almost see them inwardly take a breath, and oh, good, okay, then we're going to have a friendly / competitive match, but nobody's going to be a jerk about this. And then they started doing the same for me. Nice shot, good shape.
Yeah, you should be appreciative of a good shot.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about where you're from and what you do for work while we're in a match, but on the same hand, I think it's good to say, hey, that was a tough shot. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I believe that he can go rail first into this 3. So does Dennis.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to go wrong from there. I mean, as long as he gets the cue ball anywhere past that line, he's pretty much going to be good on something.
That combination's dead with that 6 hanging in the hole.
So I worry about it exactly. No, the 4 goes in, I think, every single pocket. He's Dennis Orcollo, and that counts, I mean.
Yeah.
No, that 3 is not like it's dead either. So, I mean, he's got to hit it correctly or could go off that point. Yeah, boy.
And he's got it way down there to shoot the 4 straight in the side. That's perfect.
That's great. Wow.
Just shoot and stop.
Jeez.
There ain't nothing hard to do here. I could get out here.
Dennis Orcollo.
One of the new lines I picked up from Mike Siegel when he was doing some commentary recently.
Yeah.
You can throw him in from here.
You can throw him in from here, yeah. I know a guy that used to have a proposition bet of throwing a ball into the pocket, but unlike most proposition bets, he wasn't very good at it. He missed a lot.
So it wasn't those rails or pockets kind of.
No. All right, 4-0 for Dennis. Okay, good job. Dennis got a nice break out of that. 4-0. Now the one didn't go down again, and he's not in jail. Chris Melling on the case.
Yep. He had a couple matches already in the 9-ball here where he started out kind of behind a little bit and then just turned it on and came back and won. And especially with this winter break format, I wouldn't never count any of these guys out of a match.
No.
Because they could very easily just turn around and run 6 on you real quick, right?
I feel like a lot of years ago, people strung a lot of racks, and then we took kind of a break with that because of alternate breaks and some other things that changed, and now we are getting back into the era of people stringing racks on each other. I mentioned that because I could see a lot of these guys running 9 racks in a row, honestly. I think that's real possible. The straight pool is everybody's over 200 now. You know, there was a long time where if you broke 200, there was like a bounty because nobody could pass 200.
Yeah.
Now everyone that was in the finals was over 200, I believe.
That's crazy.
Pool is getting more sophisticated. Equipment's better. All right, so Chris would like to get on the board. And from what I'm seeing, he's shooting good. I like the way he's putting this together. He does not look nervous or struggling. He looks like a guy who just hasn't really had a chance. And he's glad to have a turn.
Biding his time.
Yeah, look at that. That was a good full stroke, but a little stunny. And still came up half table. Yeah, I like this guy's his style.
This is crazy. So one person shares a video, and then it shares it to my timeline from everybody that they shared it with.
Oh.
And it's like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Before. Yes, All right, Chris Melling, good job.
On the board. Nice out, Chris.
Last day at Derby. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Can you believe it? I'm buying me a set of balls tomorrow, Sherry. That's my master plan.
Yeah.
That's my goal right now. Yep, just get me a set of those balls.
The Hyperion?
Yeah, they're selling them tomorrow. I think $200 used from this tournament.
Right on.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. If I had $8,000 or whatever the math is, I think I'd buy them all. Start a business.
Yeah, right. They're expensive balls.
Right. I feel like 200 used is, man, I can sell them for $250 all day long.
Yeah. Well,
I'm telling everyone my plan right now, but.
Well, and they have, it's more than just one set of balls because you have the other set that's got the funky numbers on it and stuff too. And
yeah, it's 20 balls altogether, I believe. 2 cue balls, 2 9 balls, 2 8 balls, 2 10 balls. And yeah, they have is it a dragon? What is the design?
There is a dragon on one of them, the Hyperion ones, yes.
Okay. Well, I happen to know that you're not a big Game of Thrones person, but dragons are very popular right now. So,
yes, they are.
I can understand.
It's not that I'm not a big. I I just haven't watched it. It's a thing that I use because you see it on, like Facebook all the time.
That's yes.
That, oh, I'm in one of the 1% that's never seen it.
Right.
Well, I am part of that 1%.
Right.
But I use it as a, like, my live stream might not be for everybody, just like Game of Thrones ain't for everybody.
Right. No, good for you. And I think your live stream is for everybody. If you're a pool player, your live stream is the best. No, I was telling people, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, then you should also go check out Railbirds on YouTube, because we all have basically the same kind of matches from here at Derby City Classic 2019.
Oh, yeah.
We're all in this together, teaming up to make this happen.
Yes, we are.
Nobody hating on anybody, which is the way it should be.
No, we should all be supporting each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Working together to better this game.
Yep. All right, so Chris just unforced error, I believe is the term. And Dennis is running up to the table, and I understand why. I mean, he thought he was about to...
And be sitting for a minute.
Yeah, and then an unforced thing happened. I mean, if you look at the table layout, if that 3 was in the pocket, Chris was out.
Yeah. Yeah, now Dennis, he'd like to be right about back where that ball is if he can get it up there.
It's so hooky, though. Yeah, I think he's going to have to settle...
From
here, because if he passes the 8, he's got the 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, there's all kinds of trouble that can happen over there.
I agree with you. It's also, I find it personally, hard to control the speed off of the ball, off of the rail sometimes. You know what I mean? It can be a little tricky, depending on how much ball and how much rail you get. See, I vote play safe here-ish. Well, okay. So he was trying to get here. I feel like he proved my point as far as hard to control speed from here.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be okay, because the last factor of being Dennis Orcollo is going to really count right here.
And that was just straight in the side.
Yep.
There it goes. Off the rail, and he wants. It looks like he's hitting this with just straight draw. Yeah. Not using the rail, because going to the rail, that 8 ball could be a really big ball.
Yeah, and he's precise enough. He knew he was going to glance off of this half of the 8 ball and send the cue ball that way. That's the precision he's playing with, and he took advantage of it. And as we're explaining the shot 4 shots ago, he's just out.
Yeah. He's like, are you guys still over here talking about that shot?
As far as he's concerned, he's in his neighbor's basement and playing some pool. Nice. Respect. Got a lot of respect for that guy.
Yeah, I think between us and Bad Boys, there's probably going to be there's going to be over 100 extra matches for everybody to view from Derby City for free.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, I know. I've definitely gotten the impression from Rick that we've gotten more matches in the can than he kind of thought we were going to get.
Yeah.
Sophia and I have really been on it, as far as we're down here at 9 a.m. if that's what it takes.
Yeah.
And we're here at 2 a.m. if that's what it takes to get the match in. We're really interested in these matches. And, I get the impression that he's really pleased. Yeah, and I know you guys ended up getting a lot of good matches, too. I'm really happy for you guys. I think your Sky Woodward sponsorship has paid off in lots of different ways, and I think it's helped out here too. I think it's been a good thing for you. I really think that's well done.
I think it's good for
It's great for pool. Right, good for Sky.
Being that we're here, and just having us here and picking up these extra matches, and people getting to see what Derby City is actually about.
Right.
That it's going to grow this event so big that they just might have to do a couple of them,
Increase
or move
events,
move somewhere else, or make it even longer.
As silly as it is, and I know you've heard me talk about this kind of stuff, we've been here and we've been taking these videos of inside the room. I can't tell you how many people have told me, I've never seen inside the room at Derby City Classic. No one's ever done that before. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's something so simple.
Yeah, so we can grow this event by just being walking around with my phone and posting it on Facebook. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We got some footage of the One Pocket Hall of Fame inductees dinner, ceremony. I don't think that's been shown for 7 years now.
Scott Frost was inducted this year.
Exactly, yeah. So
was he the only inductee this year?
He was. Now, there was an action guy. You'd know more than me about what his name was. William Wilson, or I don't know the guy's name.
Yeah,
I'm so making up stuff.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't go, so I don't know.
But lots of big names there.
I know one year they inducted Harry Plattis into it, and he for lifetime action.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm from the Pacific Northwest, and I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty strong. All right, coming out. That's nice.
Yeah. Now
like
here
it.
I like dragging to missing the 9 and dragging to the other side rather than going forward because I don't want to run into that 9.
Oh, I'm with Sherry all day. I wouldn't have done what he did, and I wouldn't have come forward. I would have done what Sherry just said, dragged it straight across.
Yeah, because he had the angle to just
Yeah.
slide off of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Now, the only advantage to what he did is shape on the 9 just got ridiculously simple.
Yeah.
Versus when the 9's
You'd
sitting
have
out
to be
mid-table.
you'd have
So
to
I
be
get
corner
that.
you'd have to be corner hooked down here in the in
Right.
order for it to
Exactly.
in the drink,
Yep.
hitting one of the hazards.
All right, so Chris is at 2 now.
There we
Nice.
go. We got a ball game.
Yeah.
Let me see what's. I know some of these. This is a round 9 match. Some of the players have already finished their round 9,
Okay.
and like Sky is already advanced into round 10 undefeated.
Oh, wow. Has he really undefeated, Sherry?
Undefeated, going into round 10.
Wow. How's he feeling? Have you talked to him much? You try and leave him alone? What do you do?
I leave him alone when
Yeah.
he's playing. I just congratulate him when he's done. I'm
And
out
keep
there
it at that.
watching and supporting him, cheering
Sure,
for him when he's
sure.
playing.
No, I was just curious how much you get into it. You know, you don't want to get in their head space. You know what I mean?
No, you just nice
Yeah.
shot, and
Yeah.
I've got the pool player, clap. I don't clap. I snap my fingers.
Right, exactly.
Just so that they know that you're there and that you actually give a crap.
Right. Yes, right? Yeah, exactly. And you're
Yeah.
supporting them.
Yeah.
Yep, you're on team him. Yeah, Team Sky. No, I get you.
He's doing what he can to support me and help grow my business. So that's what you should do for anybody that you sponsor or do anything with. Grow each other.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in this industry. I mean,
You have to.
we're all trying to make this work. Yeah, I mean, no, I totally agree. None of us is Starbucks or.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah, right.
Being from the Pacific Northwest, I'm okay with
You're
that.
okay with that, yeah.
So, where are we pushing out to?
I like here. He's got to push out to there, I think. We'll see. Just one rail. Just keep it simple. I don't, yeah, I like it there.
Yeah, and
You could also come over here. Go ahead, Sherry. What do you like?
Well, I'm wondering if from there, how much room is there between that 7 and the rail? Is there enough for Chris to be able to control banking the one out of there and sticking the cue ball up under the 7
Oy.
from that angle?
Yeah, I don't
Otherwise,
know.
you're having to thin it the other way towards the 7 and the cue ball a couple
Yeah,
rails down
yeah,
using
yeah.
this 9-5-4-2 as your blockers.
Right.
It looks like he might be looking at getting it down a little bit further.
Yeah.
Because he's taking into account what am I going to do when this guy
Right.
gives it back to if he gives it back to me, and what is he going to do to me from here?
Right. Now, one shot I like is a little one pockety where you go here and here with some left-hand English and try and spin that cue ball up.
Yeah, thin the one
and outta here, yeah.
underneath the 7 and
Yeah,
the cue ball down
exactly.
table.
Yeah. And at these guys' level, they're really familiar with that one pocket shot, so we'll see what he decides to do. I don't see him using the kind of English I'm talking about. So nice.
Yeah, that's what way he was playing it. He just caught it a little bit full, and this is going to leak out here and give Chris a real nice opportunity to get another game.
Yeah, and that's 7-8. I mean, it might not be beautiful, but I believe that is a dead combo.
Yeah. So we were just asked to between games run the commercial.
Got it.
Yeah, that 3/8's it's a little bit tricky. It looks like it looks like a pretty good combination. He's just got to get back down to it now.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's got some dipping and diving and knitting and
Yeah, you think he's coming with the cue ball like
3
that?
rails.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost
What
the
else?
only angle he has here.
Oh, now he looks
Because
like...
you could try and straighten it up and come in between the 9-4.
Yep.
No, he was going around it.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Same concept we were
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Is he getting under that?
No,
he's
get
under it,
off
Sherry?
of it. Oh no.
Oh, wow.
He hit that so
Oh, my
hard.
gosh.
I think he did because he wasn't sure if he was going to hit something going through there. So he gave himself a little extra speed just in case.
So he wouldn't get caught.
And of course you go through clean.
Dennis and Chris have something to talk about now.
Well, I don't know if Dennis, he was maybe asking him how he was going to shoot at it because they're so close together.
Yeah.
Do I want somebody to watch this hit? What are you getting ready to do here?
Yeah. Now, I don't know if he can do that? I do not think so. Yeah,
No, that's. I think that's what he's looking at is that
do,
2-railer.
Yeah. I just don't see what else to do.
And with those, you got to be real careful. You can't hit that with a lot of high ball because then it hops off the rail, right?
Oh my God, yeah. It could. I mean, too much high ball. It can hop off of this rail. It can hop off of this rail too much high ball. Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah. You don't know where the hell it's gonna hop. Is what I'm getting at.
No, I mean, it takes a funny little turn, and it doesn't even have to hop that much for that to completely change that angle.
There's so much spin involved. It's exactly. No, I totally agree.
He's looking at coming 3 rails in behind this, I think.
Yeah.
Because that angle, it's just that's really steep. That allows him to shoot in more towards that spot behind the 7 ball if he tries to come in.
Right.
Maybe even glance at coming by for that 3rd rail.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, because he can actually hit the 3rd rail and still be okay.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. He just doesn't want to hit this 8 first. No, I agree with you, Sherry. I think he aims short instead of long is what we're really getting at, right?
Yeah, and that's he changed it to that was what he was doing. He's aiming short at this. Oh, and he hit the 3 full in the face. And
wow.
Is not going to... he didn't get any love. That ball's cuttable.
That was a great shot. Oh,
yeah,
my
it was.
God.
And no love.
After all that, he's just going to go sit down and Dennis just going to cut the 3 and then run out on it.
Kevin and I have, Kevin is just saying, no good shot goes unpunished.
Right? Yeah. So I got to assume he's doing that after the cut. In and out.
It looks like he's putting some left on that. There.
He's coming this way more after the 3, right? Yeah, I know. We'll see.
That 6 ball's huge going that way. And look, that little bit of that English there coming out the outside instead of the helping English. Right. If you use that inside, it kind of helps it into the hole.
Yep, exactly. Well, I go pretty full speed at this one.
Yeah.
Pop, you know what I mean? And just try and create separation, try and kick it in. Just, this is not one that you would ever want to slow roll it,
Yeah, Chris is looking, what do I got to do to catch her?
To catch a break,
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, people ask him later how he played, and he'll say, I played pretty good.
Yeah, I played good. Just couldn't catch a roll. He forgot to go to the bakery on the way in today.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's a good one. Now, I like his Predator Q. I forget what model that is, but it is nice. It's real pretty. It's got the Irish linen wrap on it.
It's like the one that has like 100 points on it too, or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cute. Now he's eyeing up a 2-railer here, which I'm surprised that line that he's taken is he's looking at. He cannot be looking at out of that top left-hand corner 2 rails at the 3 into the side. I mean, that is so close, that 6 ball, but that's the line he's looking at.
Right. No, it is the line. And with that right-hand English, doesn't he hit this ball?
Nope. He completely missed the 3 spinning through there. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, sure, I feel like you are right, honestly. Yeah, that was not the right one.
No, that was just so, 1 rail's tough, but, if you look at that track coming off the rail, it's right at the pocket.
Yeah. No, I agree. Right, exactly.
Yeah, the 1-railer.
The coming this way, yeah.
Yeah, the track is almost directly at the hole, so you may just nick the outside of it, but we know how to kick the ball in the hole.
Right. And if you hit it full face, very well might come around here and all the way up, and then the cue ball drifts down.
Yeah, absolutely. A whole lot of stuff could happen good for you going to the single rail.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And not that I'm trying to sit here and second guess Chris Melling, but
Same hand when you're right. You get to say you're right. You know what I mean?
What
you said made sense, and then we saw why.
We're sitting over here without the emotion involved in the game, and we get to sit here and pick the rack apart instead of, it's a different. You see more.
Exactly.
When you're not emotionally involved.
You see the forest versus the trees. Exactly. Yeah. The trees versus the forest. Or exactly.
Yeah.
Perception. Perspective.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
I'm not trying to knock anybody.
What I can't believe is how you can actually stay in stroke by sitting here commentating and not, I don't hardly ever play pool anymore, and then I go out and I run, and it's like, man, I ain't hit a ball in like 2 months. How am I able to run out?
I don't know if you heard Sophia played the mini tournament last night. She won a match. She won 4-2. She made smart decisions. She had good speed. She played good. Yeah, and she really felt like it's this commentating that really helped her
Well, you're sitting over here. You're picking apart racks. You're, you
Isn't
know,
that
what I
funny,
would
though?
do. And
Yes.
it's almost like building muscle,
Yeah.
the muscle memory of your brain.
Right.
Not the
Right.
arm or per se, but yeah. And actually sitting here commentating and picking apart racks, I do hundreds and hundreds of racks in a tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it does. It helps your game.
She played a dead safe on a guy at 2-2 that got her ball in hand to make it 3-2. I'm not sure she would have played that dead safe on the guy before she showed up here. You know what I mean?
Probably not.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we are going to run a commercial. Take a break. Thank you, Sherry.
Matter of fact, I believe it was stolen from me. I do. There's certain people I go and I grab the flyers because, like, last month they had 60 flyers on my website. Not only are the players going to get them, tournament directors are using my site flat out.
Their tournaments. Yeah. There you go.
People don't like to read. That's why I told you when I came up here. You guys keep saying which one are reading. But I can turn on your videos. I can turn on your videos. Listen to it. Watch TV.
We'll let this go.
This is getting ready to break.
Get Mike's up there real quick.
Do what? Yeah, exactly. Okay, Dennis Scratch in the corner.
All right.
Ball in hand for Chris. Now, this is the kind of break Chris has been waiting for.
Yeah, he's like, finally, something has turned in my favor.
Dude, right? Seriously.
That horse was getting heavy.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at for who's left in this tournament? I know we're down to not that many. Let me refresh my page here. So as I said, this is round 9 of the 9 ball. I don't know if you've explained to how Derby works.
Not necessarily. No, go ahead.
So Derby City is a different kind of tournament. It isn't a double elimination tournament like your average. Everybody goes in, they do the first draw. You play that guy. Say you win, he loses. They have this thing called, you get a buyback. Everybody gets one. You can or cannot use it. It's up to you. And every round, all of the matches are redrawn. So there isn't a double elimination board for you to go, oh, look, I got the easy bracket. No, you got the bracket where you could play anybody and everybody. The program is set up where if there's an odd number, different person gets the buys each round. You're not going to play Dennis Orcollo this round and then turn around and draw Dennis again next round. That doesn't happen. They make sure everybody's playing different things. That's what the program does. But so it's I love the format because you don't know who's going to come up against who next.
Yes, no, I agree.
I mean, towards the end, if Dennis and Chris have never played each other and there's 4 guys left, Dennis and Chris are playing each other.
Right, exactly. Yep. I really like that there's no winner and no loser bracket.
Yeah, no.
There's just it's not even a bracket. It's a list of players.
Yeah.
Table 21 has Fred and Bob.
Yeah.
Table 22 has, and then next to their name, it indicates whether they've bought back once or bought back 0 times.
Yeah.
And that tells you if they're on their last life or not.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an interesting format. It's a little hard to look up on the interweb. At least it's so different that it's hard to look up. I don't know if it's actually hard. It's hard for me to interpret.
Yeah, well, you get used to it after you've looked at it a few times on how to read it and different places to get to okay, who's played, what was the score back then. There's a finished matches, there's scheduled matches, there's people waiting for possible elimination, or are they going to do their buyback?
Right. Next time I come, I'm going to have my tablet set up down here. As an example, I had Francisco Bustamante commentate with me. I didn't realize that he had won. Was it one pocket?
He won
last
the one.
year?
Was it one pocket last year too?
Yeah, because he's two in a row now.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that, so I had him. I should have said, "Hey, you're in the one pocket still. You can get it 2 years in a row." And then he did win it 2 years in a row.
Yes, he did.
I would have liked to have discussed that with him, Sherry, but I didn't know that was the.
Well, what do you do?
Well, you try to get better for next time. Is my master plan.
Billy Thorpe wins the banks. Francisco Bustamante wins the one pocket. Sky Woodward won the bank ring game last night.
Right. Chris at 3 now.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, Sophia.
Never out of it.
Right, exactly.
So what do we got going on out there? Let's see. Shane Van Boning playing Fitter Gorst. Tyler Steyer playing Yushun Cheng.
Wow.
Jason Shaw playing Conrad Eustachian. Here we've got Dennis Orcollo and Chris Melling. Danny Olson and James Aranis. Mazesko Fortunsky is playing Nels Fine.
Wow.
And Lee Van Cortez is playing Carlos Beato.
What a
Carlo.
field.
I'm sorry. I always
Carlo.
say Carlo. I always say
Right,
Carlos.
Carlo
It's
Beato.
Carlo.
He's an understated guy.
Yeah.
See
So
him around,
I mean,
that's nice.
that's your.
Wow. Those are monsters and killers.
Yeah. And Sky Woodward. His name isn't on there because he's already completed round 9.
Oh, okay. That's right.
He
'cause
eliminated
he is
Rob
right,
Sayes
right.
in round 9.
Well, what a great event he's having.
All right, Chris. Let's go make a ball on the break and not Whitey. Well, definitely more than 3 balls went past the head string. And he's come up dry.
Yep.
How can you get that much movement on the balls and nothing finds darkness?
And and this big group right there too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does not make this. The 1 to the 2 here is going to be the key shot for Dennis here.
Yep.
Once you get the 3 open, it goes past the 8, which opens up the 4.
Right.
To either push past it or
Yep.
whatever he feels like he wants to
At
do.
my level, if I could pocket the 1 ball using top and get the cue ball to roll past this red line, I'm feeling pretty good about things.
Yeah.
Because I can either play a hook like this, or if the 2 goes, I can make it. But if I end up here, I can still play a hook because I can bang that 2 over.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that's, at my level, that's what I'm trying to do. Pocket the 1. Yeah, so he's golden for me.
Does that go through the 5 there?
Well, I'm going to go with Sherry. I think it does. Yeah, and then the 3 is there. Yeah, I like it because he could use some bottom right to kind of throw the 2 over, and that would leave the cue ball almost where it is now, maybe more here.
Yeah,
but
because it would
still.
die off of the rail with the
Exactly.
English.
Yeah, the English will really spin it. At that close, let's see how he feels.
It looks like that's the way he's gearing up for it.
Also, if he misses on this side, he'll be safe.
Yep, but I think he's going to center the hole.
That'll help. Nice.
Yeah, now he's got a little bit of angle. He can just push up past this 4 ball.
Yeah, just a hereish. Like for 4 in the corner, you think?
Yeah. If it passes the 6, he may have to go even a little bit further and shoot it up table because.
I see. So more like this with the drift.
Unless if he can drag out of there, if the 4 passes the 8, there you go. That works even better.
Nice. Now,
I didn't think he would be able to miss rubbing the 4.
Either, I'm a little surprised because if the 4 was up higher, I'm concerned how he's going to get over here. Because right now I think he can only get here without clipping the 5. We'll see what he does.
What if you just push forward a little bit?
Yeah, and put that cue ball here?
Yeah.
Or
It
here.
looks like he's looking at sliding between the 5-7. I think I like, because it even passes the 6 up in the corner.
Yeah. It's the What Does Dennis Like show. Because I think he's got some options.
If he rubs the lower side of this 5, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
You got to slide through there, hit the rail, and have the yes. There you go. Just roll it up. Exactly.
Oh, boy.
Just like that.
It's a nice touch shot. That was really great.
Yeah.
Now, he either kind of pop strokes and put the cue ball here, or he follow strokes and puts the cue ball here. We'll see what he likes.
I like just popping over those couple of inches. You don't move that cue ball anywhere you don't have to. But he's going to roll up. And he's out there, that millimeter of difference from what the angle we see here versus what it actually is out on that table makes the difference on do you just slide over there or do you roll forward.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, pool is all about the angles, and when the angles are a little hard to read, it makes it tough. Interesting. So he took a chance on the side pocket on that, but he wanted to be where he wanted to be. May want to let out his stroke a little bit too. Nice. Yeah, that's a good shot, Dennis.
Yep.
I got a lot of respect.
He plays
for his
so
game.
smart.
Oh, I got a lot of respect for him. Yeah, good game.
Yeah, what I like too, because of this format, and and all of the world beaters that we got in the room. This isn't like a normal tournament where you come in and there's 4 guys sitting around watching the guys play the finals that played their butt off to get to the end of the tournament, right? In a regular double elimination tournament.
Yep.
You got 8 guys that come back on the final day while everybody else is out, and they're headed home.
That's a great point. No, that's a great point.
And with the way this is, because you could have a bunch of guys, like we've got like 5 out of the final 16 that haven't been beat yet.
Right.
And so you've got all these people here that are watching. There's crowds everywhere.
Yep. No, I
agree. and it is because partially because of the format that they use here.
No, I agree. Our players are taking a break. I'm going to take the headphones off, take a headphone ear rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks for sitting over this area.
I think Sophia wanted to sit over here. She looked like she was upset that she took off somewhere, but when she came over here, she looked and saw who was playing with.
I think they're trying to have her give away the check. But I don't know where they're at. Hold on, I get lost. What, 8-3?
What's up?
Birthday boy, how fun is that? Derby City. Oh.
It's older. It's old.
Oh.
Well, there's worse alternatives.
You're 21 again, right?
And again and again and again. Actually, I said earlier I was 30 again.
21 again.
Yeah. God forbid I was 30 again.
Actually, I'm 24 for the second time.
Okay.
Yep.
24 for the second time, huh?
24 and then another 24.
Okay, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm at. 48. But I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it.
47 in November.
47? Okay, that's interesting. We're all the same.
No, I'm a young whippersnapper.
Compared to us, yes. As long as I can stay healthy. I chewed for 30-some years and quit that, I don't know, 5 years ago, something like that. Yeah. Stay alive.
You let him take a break? What the hell?
I did.
We
Take a
tried
break.
to stop
Hey,
him.
speaking of that, and the boss being here.
5 minutes. Let's see what happens.
We got a tournament to finish. We take breaks.
Souvenir.
Oh, I'm gonna walk for just a
Super beer?
Souvenir, or how about
Super beer?
How
You
about,
said super beer, right?
how about just an Accurac?
Okay.
We've got one at home.
Yep, this one says great.
What time? How's your friend going?
Bad. I keep thinking it's a bag of some kind of balls. Looking at the edge of No, but look at that side and I keep thinking, what kind of balls are those?
Blueberries.
Look at
Blueberries. Yeah. He's trying to tell you.
tried to, but I said I pressed it.
Y'all blue balls. Okay, yeah. I kept looking at that. Like,
Well, it shows white, it shows green. I'm like, yeah. Now, because I fixed it. Right, see it?
Yeah, I know.
Walk around a little bit.
No, text it. Basically, he says no attention.
well, no, the other match is not there.
Sit your turn a little bit, sure.
Why is that like this?
Vision, like your eyes.
Shut up. Really? What?
Yep, I was there when it happened. Yep. How it happened.
All right, Dennis Orcollo getting ready to break. And it is 6-3. Dennis needs 3 more games. He would like to string those together, make this happen. Captain. They took their break. I agree with that.
Yeah, Mike took his break.
I did. I got to stretch my legs.
Went for a run around the room real quick.
Yes, well, it's part of being me. I was going to say healthy, but yeah. Okay. The 2 rails into the 2 ball.
Well, you can push out, but
Do a push.
what do you just push to the end rail? Give him the rail to kick at the 2,
Yeah.
but not see it. Yeah, right about there.
No, I like it. Yeah, I could also do the same idea, but go off this rail and just set it right there, so we could still go 1 rail into the 2. No,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, because you're one of the rules here at Derby City is you can jump, but it must be with your full playing cue. No jump cues. You can't jump with your break cue. Must be your playing cue. That's why you'll see. You probably haven't seen a whole lot of jump shots because it's not easy to do with a full playing cue. I don't care what kind of tip you got on it or what kind of shaft you're playing with.
Right.
And he may go just the 2 rails at this, liking that it's going to kick that 2 ball over by those group of balls.
Yeah, because part of this push-out thing is Chris is going to give it back, and then Dennis has got to go 1 rail into it anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just pushing fast forward and doing it right now. We'll see.
It looks like he's kicking 1 rail at this. He's trying to kick this ball in.
Yeah.
And has he made it? Oh, he's hung it up. Well, it's a roll for Chris, being that it's hanging in the hole, but there's no easy pathway at it. Regardless of which way he shoots it, he's either going to have to really lengthen it out or really shorten up his cue ball.
Yep. Yeah, the only real thing I see is to aim about there and put it in English and a perfect amount of English, whatever that happens to be.
Yeah, the perfect amount of left spin
angle
at the right speed, because if you hit it too fast, the English doesn't take. If you hit it too slow, it takes too much. Now you're running into the 8. He could shoot just outside of that the upper left-hand corner there with the opposite and hit it with a ton of right and let the cue ball spin all the way down table.
Yep. Or he could masse. Now, there's a pretty famous video of him masseing pretty good.
Nice
shot.
There we
Nice
go.
shot.
Pretty. And he's on the 4.
Wowzers.
I don't know that he's got a whole lot of a shot on the 4, but he's on it.
Yeah.
And the crowd in the room just went wild.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I guess he could go super thin, aiming the 4 to here, and send that cue ball around for safe, but I don't know. We will see.
I think he might be banking this. Just hold his cue ball, pull it in behind the 9 a little bit. And
Good
you got the
call,
backup safe
Sherry
there.
Ross. I agree with Sherry.
So did Chris, and I'm amazed. Yeah, being an average 500 Fargo rate, just over 500 Fargo rate. When I call something like that and somebody like Chris Melling shoots
Does it? Right.
you're like, well, dang, maybe I do know a little bit.
Right, exactly.
It makes you feel good, you know?
Right.
Let me give you some water. No, it's not okay. I got it.
What's Soph Tran doing? You want to sit in?
All right, Chris.
Soph wants to sit.
All right.
I could see she was upset that we were over here commentating and she wasn't getting to do it.
Oh, no, not I'm not upset at all.
Do you want to stay or go? So, Sherry, what would you like?
Huh?
What would you like? Stay or go?
I'm going to go use the little girls' room, and then I'll
Perfect.
come back in for another match. Let
Perfect.
Sophia
Sounds
sit in
good.
for a little bit. We'll tag team.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Begin.
All right. So Chris Melling. Yes, thank you so much, Sherry. Seriously. Chris Melling has 4. Dennis Orcollo has 6. Hello, Sophia. How are you? You look very busy running around here doing everything.
I make it look like I'm busy. Really, I'm just running around wondering, what am I going to eat? What am I going to do next? What am I going to eat?
Okay. All right. I hear the move is to carry a clipboard.
Clipboard? Oh.
Yeah, I hear clipboards are very good for making people think that you're on the job.
They still exist?
Oh my gosh, you just made me feel so old. In one little question. Wow.
Okay.
In Europe, they want to call him the magician, but Ephraim's the magician, so why not call him Merlin?
I see. Okay, Rick would like everyone to know that Chris Melling should be called Merlin.
Merlin.
It is, I mean, honestly, and I agree with
don't
this.
do that.
Whenever I hear someone call Chris Melling the magician, I am disrespected for Ephraim Rass because he is the magician. And I know Chris isn't trying to do that, but yeah, I like Merlin. And it's English, too. That's an English guy, right? I mean, kind of, that's right?
Sure.
All right, thank you.
I'll go along with it. I'll play along.
It's not Merkin. All right, so where are we at here? Yeah, King Arthur, all that. There we go.
Getting pretty crazy right now. I believe that.
What's the score over there, yeah?
Oh, gosh, if I can see.
Okay.
Rick, what's the score?
You are so tethered.
For what?
Over yonder. Oh, Shaw is at. Oh, Shaw just took it down, didn't he?
3, Shaw won.
Shaw won against Yushishin.
Okay. So, but no check yet. There's another match after this. Is that what you're telling me? You're not running over there, so I'm assuming.
No, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
Is that the straight pool match, or is that a regular? It's the 9-ball. It's just 9-ball, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So they're just in the regular 9-ball
Yeah,
match.
because
waiting
we're
for
still
it.
in 9-ball here.
Nice, exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, this is just me, you asking you questions.
Oh, this is me not really knowing and just guessing again.
That's okay. All right, he's getting perfect shape.
We started the day off actually with 38 players, and so there's still a few good matches happening. Remember, everyone. Wow, nice job, Merlin. Chris Merlin Melling.
That guy's magic like Merlin.
Magic like Merlin Melling.
Oh, I just guaranteed I get to come to next year's Derby City Classic. Merlin Mellon, that's right.
Merlin Melling.
Matt McGinnis helping out once again.
Congratulations to Chris Melling for being voted into the World Pool Masters, I believe.
That's awesome. Yes, no, you're right. I don't know what that means. What is the World Pool Masters? Is this a group of people?
So it's an invitation.
Is this a tournament? It's an invitation only tournament.
It's almost like the NBA All-Stars.
Okay, I have watched that tournament. I like the King's Cup, the Queen's Cup, the one you guys are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Those are great events. Is that a matchroom event?
It is a matchroom event. Yes,
Okay, 'cause
matchroom
yeah,
does.
those are
Matchroom puts on some awesome
those
events.
are pretty amazing events. Yeah.
One day
So-
I'll get to go and attend.
I think that you will. I actually believe that. I believe that you're destined for Paris. All right. 6 in the corner.
And he does have a shot on the 1 as well, as long as it does not. Oh,
It trickled. Yeah, who knows? But I think it's one a little low.
I think he can get there. I see it.
Okay.
Remember, Merlin.
Yes. I think he can solidly see the 1 ball, but I don't think he can cut it much at all.
I don't know if he's going to cut it. I think, if anything, he may be able to. Oh, he sees it.
Sophia Tran. Another point for Sophia.
No, not another point, because I started to disagree with my initial thought, and I agreed with you, thinking that he was not going to be able to cut it. I thought he was going to bank it.
What check are you handing out today?
All of them, the rest of them.
The rest of them.
So,
Okay, so straight pool,
Straight
the
pool,
all around,
and nine
ball.
ball. Well,
Wow, that's going to be busy.
maybe. So please don't hold me to that, because who knows what may happen.
It's a crazy world.
It is a crazy
That's
world,
true.
and we have some other superstars in the building. There are some other superstars in the building here too, so who knows?
Right. No, you're right. No, I agree. Anything could happen.
Here we go. We'll find out what he's gonna do. I smell a bank.
Are you rooting for anyone in this match? Is it appropriate that we root?
I
don't think we can affect
you
the
know what?
outcome, yeah?
Appropriate or not, we still have our opinions, and I feel that
You got your
everybody,
favorite, right?
yeah, everyone's
I know
entitled
who
to have
your
their
favorite
opinion.
is. I want to know if you'll tell them. Who's your favorite? Not your favorite. Between these two guys, who do you like?
I am
do
going
you
for
prefer?
Melling,
Yeah.
and simply because Melling does not have any more lives, Orcollo does, and I really like him. I like his personality.
Yeah, he's a likable guy, right?
Totally.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting at, yeah.
He's the kind of dude that you would love to go have a beer with and just chop it up.
He seems really cool. No, I agree. Seems really friendly, at ease. I like him.
He played a pretty good safety. That 7 does block the 1. However, now could there be a cross bank action?
I believe that the 7 goes in and then he's going to draw it straight back for the 2-5 combo, but I don't know if he'll really shoot the 2-5 combo.
It looks like there's a bit of an angle to get that there, so it's just like a slight angle. I can't draw a straight line.
Think how I feel.
Oh my goodness, I just thought of something.
Tell me.
What if I grab... Oh, I think I just made a game changer. Let's see what happens here. Nope. We'll see.
So if you're familiar with what a T-square is, Sophia's trying to use a box as a T-square right now with the mouse to draw a straight line. Respect, Sophia. Respect. Sophia, yeah. Now
I'm
here I will
special.
say, I will say I don't think the 1 goes anymore because he's looked at this for too long.
Correct.
So that's where I'm going body language. I think maybe he's playing a hook, sliding off the 1, putting the 7 in between him and the 1 ball.
And you're absolutely right. Melling is going to 1 rail this bad boy in. He's looking to see once contacted, the cue ball is going to run that away.
Yeah, he's picturing. It seems like he's picturing going rail first and then kind of cut up on the 1 ball, so the cue ball goes up table. But I mean, that's a lot of planning for somebody who's kicking at a ball. So
It's essentially going to be a 2 rail hit into the 1. Yep.
Yeah,
He got it. He got it.
I agree.
He's no world master pool, incredible Merlin Melling. That's a tongue twister.
It is. It is Merlin Melling. Yeah. Double M? I don't know. It's a lot.
It doesn't roll off
It's
the
a
tongue
lot.
very
No.
well.
Some of these matches are too early in the morning or too late at night to be Merlin Melling. I just don't know. We'll see. So I have not heard who is after this.
I
It's
don't
been
know if we will
busy.
know because a new round will be drawn. So
That's
it's
a
tough.
legitimate point. Bonnie is starting to look at me when I ask her what next is. Like, well, Michael, every round we have to draw. So our next round we'll draw in 40
and
minutes.
then we'll know.
And I'm like, so in 40 minutes we'll know? And she's like, yes, Michael.
So the look that I just gave you is what the look Bonnie gives you?
That's
Okay,
kinda what I was
all right.
getting at. So, yeah.
Oh, and he did not get there at all,
really
did he?
didn't. No, he didn't.
That's a
Not at all.
That's a ball
Well
in hand.
said.
Oh, goodness. And again, Mike D's right. Whenever you see 2 players in that screen at the same time, you know something went awry.
Yeah, something just happened. Yeah. All right, now how does he go about getting up table? This is a good question for any amateurs watching. Got a ball on each rail.
What I
Little
like-
rail. What do you do? Yeah, Sophia, what do you do?
What I like is to make sure that I even know that the 2 can go into any of these pockets. If it can't, then I have to re-strategize and figure out where do I need the cue ball in order to play a good safety.
Yep. I agree with you.
So, I believe with this shot, he is going to follow it and the cue ball will drift this way. No.
Yeah. I agree.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm learning so
Now,
much.
I am surprised that he doesn't have more of an angle on that one ball.
I like more of an angle.
Yeah, so that makes me wonder, is he drawing back 2 rails with bottom left to go up table?
He's going to spin center. Oh, wow. Center right. That does not. I guess he's going to combo. I think he sees the best combo as the 2-3.
Yeah, and this may go back to what you were saying originally, where does the 2 pass the 5? Maybe it didn't. Sophia?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well,
That's where we're at, right?
what I do know is that he's going to run into the 2 ball and go off the rail this way for the 4.
I like it.
And from here,
Yes.
there's an angle, so he's just going to, what I believe, is follow it through. The cue ball is going to bounce that
And
way.
spin it down.
Yep, spin it down, yep.
Oh, he didn't get much spin, but he did get enough speed to make it happen. I like it.
And to get back to the 7, now, I saw, who did I see do this? Josh the Beast Roberts maybe did this, where...
Is that what we have to call him now?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
even know anymore.
Go ahead, okay.
Instead of what I thought leaving the cue ball somewhere around here,
Yeah.
he just went down. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nope, just kidding. I thought he was going to go further,
Okay, but he went
leaving
down
the
there.
cue ball here to shoot the 7 in the side.
No, that's smart. I
Position
like
for
it.
the 8.
Yes.
Orcollo has other plans, like actually running the rack out easy.
He is making it happen, isn't he?
Yep.
Orcollo. I like it. Well, good for him. So,
It'll be 7 Dennis Orcollo to 5 Chris Merlin Melling.
that's right. Chris Merlin Melling. I've heard of him. I hear he's magical.
He is magical.
Oh.
Now, he told me that there was once upon a time him being at the Derby. I believe it was last Derby. I need to go find out exactly which event it was, but pretty sure it was this event.
Okay.
He played. They did not expect it to go as late as it did.
Okay.
His flight, I believe, was at 6 or 8 o'clock, and he didn't even get done until 4 a.m. or
Oh
somewhere.
my gosh. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So, cutting it pretty close.
Yeah.
If I were Merlin, I'd schedule my flight a little bit later.
Maybe the day after the tournament ends. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're at his skill level. Give yourself
Yeah.
a chance. Yeah.
Have a day to relax. Don't rush packing up all your stuff and finding a way to get out of here ASAP.
Yeah. You had to pack up all your stuff. I'm very impressed. It's going to take me about 4 days to pack up my stuff.
Well, you packed a lot more than I did, I think.
I'm not sure that's for public consumption, Sophia Tran. Yeah, I brought a lot of clothes.
Oh.
Now, see, here's that one ball down by that corner again. Interesting.
I passed another player, and I'm not going to name names, but
Yeah.
I talked about different people and their racks and such, and he said that some people have that break fine-tuned enough to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
They have their break fine-tuned enough to consistently have the balls go where they need it to go.
Yeah, I agree. Some people have the rack fine-tuned so consistently that they can do that.
Now,
All right.
I see Mr. Matt McGinnis over here. He
nice.
he hails from the Pacific Northwest like us.
He does. Portland,
And
Oregon.
I'm thinking that I can get him to come over here and chit-chat the rest of this match. So you guys not only get 2 commentators for this, you get, let me do my math here, 4.
I think it's 2.
It'll be 4. You, me, Sherry, and Matt
Oh, you mean all together?
All together.
'Cause I see in one match.
in one match.
That's going to be a lot to label on a YouTube channel.
Don't have to worry about that. I'll
I
make sure I
don't.
put in the proper tags.
All right.
Matt, tag. You're in.
Coming
Thank you
around
guys
for the
for
6 ball.
listening.
Thank you, Sophia, for joining.
No problem.
All right, so straight in on the 7.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Matt? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, just, sweating world-class pool.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's been intense. I just watched Jason Shaw do some things that were quite spectacular.
Really?
Yeah. He's tired, he's complaining, and he's playing perfect.
Really? Wow.
He just did some incredible stuff.
That's awesome.
And I believe, I could be mistaken, but I believe Fedor Korst might have just taken Shane out.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know if Shane had a buyback or how many guys have buybacks, but I could, I don't want to say Shane's out because I'm not 100% sure on that. But
All right. Well, Dennis Orcollo got that one.
he's on the hill.
No, he just won the set.
Oh, well, hey.
Good job.
Welcome
Hey,
in, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, buddy. I appreciate
Good
it,
to see
man.
it, yep.
Bad Boys TV, Derby City Classic, 2019. Mike D.